Beneath the surface of our world are caves filled with amazing and strange discoveries. A mysterious skeleton covered in tiny salt-like quartz crystals was discovered in the depths of a karst sinkhole in Italy. Or in the Appalachian Mountains, there's a uniquely carved wooden statue with unusual features that hint at a deeper story. What hidden story could these discoveries be trying to tell? Join us as we uncover 20 of the strangest things ever found underground, each one more puzzling than the last. Let's start. The cursed statue of the Catskills. In January 2016, Danny and his friend went hiking in the Catskill Mountains and found a carved wooden statue deep in the northern Appalachian caves. The statue had nails in its eyes and a noose around its neck, suggesting it was part of an unusual ritual. Danny warned his friend not to touch it, feeling uneasy, but his friend took it anyway. Soon after, strange things happened at his friend's house. Objects moved on their own, an unpleasant smell filled the air, and there was unexplained knocking. Even their dogs seemed unsettled. The men were too afraid to return the statue and eventually donated it to a local museum, hoping professionals could safely handle it. The Altamura Man. Deep in the Lamalunga cave system near Altamura, Italy, lies a remarkable archaeological discovery. In 1993, researchers found a perfectly preserved Neanderthal skeleton over 150,000 years old, covered in a natural crystal coating. The skeleton is fully encased in calcite crystals formed as mineral-rich water slowly dripped over the bones for tens of thousands of years. This natural process preserved every detail, creating a sparkling, salt-like layer that looks almost magical. Scientists were amazed to find very pronounced brow ridges, indicating this was a robust Neanderthal. The entire skeleton remained intact, with every bone in its original place. Experts call Altamura Man the most complete non-modern human skeleton ever discovered. Because removing it could cause damage, the skeleton was left in the cave. This find has given scientists valuable insights into Neanderthal evolution, helping us understand how these ancient humans lived, moved, and eventually vanished. Why do you think scientists decided not to remove the skeleton? Would you agree with that decision? Comment and chat with me. The Waitomo Glowworm Caves. The Waitomo Glowworm Caves in New Zealand are home to a massive colony of bioluminescent creatures that create a magical natural light show. Discovered by the Maori in the late 1700s, the caves were introduced to the Western world in the 1880s. In 1887, 3 men explored the caves by raft, using candles to light the darkness. They saw tiny star-like lights on the ceiling, glowworms, which are actually larvae of fungus gnats. These glowworms use sticky, bioluminescent threads to catch flying insects, creating a stunning bluish-green glow that lights up the cave like an underground galaxy. Chief Tainaro later found a land entrance, making the caves easier to visit. He and his wife started commercial tours in 1889, a tradition still ongoing. The cave's limestone formed about 30 million years ago from compressed remains of ancient sea creatures. Some limestone layers reach over 650 feet thick. Today, visitors can see this unique wonder for around $45, enjoying an unforgettable experience in New Zealand. But not all caves glow with insects. Some hold secret journeys to the underworld, preserved for thousands of years. The Crystal Maiden of the Mayan Underworld. Near San Ignacio in Central America, archaeologists discovered a sacred cave that the ancient Maya believed was the entrance to the underworld, Xibalba. The cave, hidden behind clear underground waters, held well-preserved human remains arranged with ceremonial care, untouched for over 1,000 years. The Maya conducted ceremonies involving people of various ages to honor their gods and support their civilization. Among these remains, the most remarkable is the Crystal Maiden, an 18-year-old girl whose skeleton is coated in sparkling calcite, giving her a crystal-like appearance. Forensic analysis shows her vertebrae were intentionally altered as part of the ceremony, but her skeleton stayed intact thanks to the cave's mineral preservation. While other skeletons decayed, the Crystal Maiden's unique coating preserved her beautifully, giving her a jewel-like quality. The cave also contains stone altars and detailed ceramic sculptures of animals and religious symbols, dating from 700 to 900 AD, reflecting the height of Maya civilization and its ceremonies. Did you like this video? Don't forget to hit the bell share it with your friends, and subscribe if you haven't already. It really helps me out, and I promise to bring you more awesome content. The Cave of Crystals. Deep beneath Chihuahua, Mexico, about 980 feet underground, lies the Cave of Crystals, a natural wonder filled with giant selenite crystals. Discovered over 20 years ago by miners, the cave is a horseshoe-shaped chamber packed with massive, milky white crystals. Some crystals reach tens of meters in length and weigh up to 55 tons. Visitors can walk on their surfaces, creating an otherworldly experience. These crystals formed over hundreds of thousands of years due to a perfect mix of heat from a magma reservoir 3 miles below and mineral-rich groundwater flowing into the cave. The magma keeps a stable temperature, allowing gypsum minerals to slowly crystallize. This created a natural cathedral of pure, transparent crystals that glow as light passes through them. Visiting the cave is dangerous because it stays around 136 degrees Fahrenheit with nearly 100% humidity. Special cooling suits and breathing gear are required, and visits are brief. The discovery offers valuable insights into geology and crystal growth. Scientists also face challenges in preserving this rare treasure while allowing limited study and viewing. But if giant crystals aren't your thing, prepare yourself for a cave teeming with life. Billions of cockroaches. The Gomantong Cockroach Cave. The Gomantong Cave in Borneo is home to billions of specialized cockroaches, making it a unique and overwhelming insect habitat. The cave's towering chambers, over 300 feet high, shelter massive colonies of bats and swiftlet birds. Each evening, millions of bats emerge in swirling clouds visible for miles. Inside, layers of bat and bird droppings, called guano, have built up over thousands of years. This guano nourishes countless insects, supporting a complex ecosystem where cockroaches dominate. These cave-dwelling cockroaches cover every surface, especially the floor, feeding on the nutrient-rich guano. Visitors face a striking experience. Millions of cockroaches rustle constantly, and the air smells strongly of ammonia and insects. The cave has 2 main chambers, the Black Cave and the White Cave, both teeming with these insects. Despite harsh conditions, the cave supports local wildlife. Bats control insect populations, and local people harvest bird nests for a delicacy called bird's nest soup. Scientists use the cave to study how insects adapt and thrive in extreme environments. The Cave of 150 Skulls. Near the Guatemalan border in Mexico, police found about 150 ancient human skulls piled in a remote cave. Initially, they suspected a modern crime, but forensic tests showed the skulls dated from 900 to 1200 AD, from ancient Mesoamerican times. The skulls showed precise cuts made by sharp tools, indicating skilled removal from the bodies. Many skulls had teeth carefully taken out, likely as part of preparation for ritual display rather than simple trophies. Ancient cultures like the Maya and Aztecs practiced such ceremonies, displaying heads as symbols of power or offerings to their gods. These acts were organized, possibly involving prisoners of war, ceremonial sacrifices, or rival groups in conflicts. This discovery offers insights into the rituals and beliefs of pre-Columbian societies, highlighting the role these practices played in their complex cultures. Evidence of Neanderthal. In 2016, archaeologists discovered evidence in a Belgian cave that changed how we understand Neanderthal survival. They found many human bones showing signs of deliberate breaking and cutting. These bones suggest that Neanderthals occasionally consumed members of their own species during difficult times. The bones were broken with stone tools to access marrow, reflecting a careful but necessary practice. Precise cut marks showed that flesh was systematically removed, indicating skilled processing methods. This was a survival strategy rather than a ritualistic activity or random violence. Forensic analysis showed the remains were treated similarly to animal prey. The bones date from 40,000 to 45,000 years ago, a period marked by climate change and competition with early modern humans. Food was scarce, placing Neanderthals under great stress. This suggests some groups resorted to consuming human remains out of necessity. The discovery provides important insights into the challenges Neanderthals faced that may have contributed to their extinction. From survival secrets comes a cave sealed for millions of years, hiding a lost world unlike anything on Earth. The Movile Cave's Lost World. In 1986, Romanian workers found a small cave with narrow passages. Scientists soon discovered it was sealed off for over 5.5 million years, creating a unique, isolated ecosystem. Movile Cave's air has almost no oxygen and is filled with toxic gases like hydrogen sulfide and carbon dioxide. Despite this, the cave teems with life. Scientists found 48 animal species, including spiders and scorpions, with 33 species found nowhere else on Earth. These creatures evolved special adaptations to survive in extreme conditions. Life in the cave depends on chemosynthesis, where bacteria convert toxic gases into food instead of using sunlight like photosynthesis. These bacteria support tiny worms and crustaceans, which feed larger predators, forming a self-sustaining food chain. The cave's creatures often lack pigmentation and have enhanced senses or specialized limbs to survive in darkness and scarcity. Movile Cave shows life can thrive in harsh environments, offering insights into evolution and the potential for life on other planets. It serves as a natural lab to study how species adapt and evolve in isolation in extreme conditions. The Paris Catacombs. Beneath Paris lies the Catacombs, a vast underground ossuary holding the bones of over 6 million people. Its story began with the Cemetery of the Innocents, the city's main burial ground for 600 years. By the 18th century, overcrowded cemeteries caused health crises, contaminating water and spreading disease. After a basement collapse in 1774 revealed the problem's severity, city officials moved remains into abandoned limestone quarries beneath Paris. Workers transported bones at night and carefully arranged them in patterns along tunnels that stretched for hundreds of miles, though only about 1.2 miles are open to visitors. The displays include artistic arrangements of skulls and femurs with inscriptions reflecting on mortality. Among the millions are notable figures like mathematician Blaise Pascal and victims of the French Revolution. The catacombs attract over 550,000 visitors yearly, but also unauthorized explorers called cataphiles, who discover hidden chambers and underground art. Scientific expeditions found unique ecosystems with isolated bacteria and invertebrates. The catacombs' stable, cool conditions preserve bones, clothing, and artifacts, offering insights into Paris's history. The site stands as both a practical response to a public health crisis and a solemn reminder of mortality, giving visitors a powerful glimpse into lives long past and the inevitability of death. The Knights Templar Cave. Hidden beneath the West Midlands countryside in England is a large rabbit hole that leads to a mysterious underground cave system. This network of tunnels and rooms, carved into sandstone, shows advanced medieval engineering with arches, columns, and a confusing maze-like layout designed to confuse outsiders. While not confirmed, many believe this cave was a secret sanctuary for the Knights Templar. The architectural style matches known Templar structures, and historical records place the Templars in this region. The remote location would have offered privacy for secret meetings and rituals. Some chambers seemed designed for ceremonies, featuring raised platforms and special acoustics. The site was vandalized in 2012, restricting access and limiting study. Despite unanswered questions, the cave remains a fascinating historical mystery and an impressive example of underground medieval architecture. What do you think the purpose of those raised platforms and special acoustics might have been? Comment and chat with me. The haunted Hellfire Caves. The Hellfire Caves in West Wycombe, England, lie 300 feet underground and are known as one of the most haunted places in the world. Created in the mid-18th century, these tunnels served as the secret meeting spot for the Hellfire Club, a society of powerful and controversial figures led by Sir Francis Dashwood. The club's gatherings involved mysterious rituals and political discussions in chambers with names like Banqueting Hall and Inner Temple. Visitors report frequent ghost sightings, including Suki, a bride who allegedly died tragically in the caves, and the spirit of Sir Francis Dashwood himself. People also hear unexplained voices, see glowing orbs, feel sudden cold spots, and experience eerie touches. These supernatural events have made the caves popular with ghost hunters, though the intense atmosphere is not for the faint of heart. The ancient footprints of Chauvet Cave. In southern France's Vallon-Pont d'Arc lies the Chauvet cave, discovered in 1994. Inside, archaeologists found footprints over 26,000 years old, made by a boy about 5 feet 3 inches tall. His large feet suggest he was strong and adapted to Ice Age conditions. The footprints stretch more than 100 feet, showing a calm, deliberate journey into the cave. Alongside them are paw prints of a large canine, possibly a wolf or early dog, indicating they traveled together as companions. These well-preserved prints reveal an early human-animal bond and provide a rare, personal glimpse into life during the last Ice Age. Charcoal marks suggest the boy carried a torch, stopping at points possibly to rest or admire cave paintings. The Chauvet footprints connect us to a brave young explorer from long ago, highlighting the timeless curiosity and courage shared across millennia. Not all remains tell tales of wandering, some speak of powerful roles and mysterious preservation deep underground. The Mammoth Cave Mummy. During the early months of the War of 1812, an important discovery in Kentucky's Mammoth Cave system captured widespread attention. Miners found the naturally preserved remains of an ancient Native American woman, estimated to be over 2,000 years old. The cave's cool and stable environment allowed remarkable preservation of her body, including clothing fragments, hair, and facial features. Her burial appeared deliberate, suggesting she may have held a significant role within her community, possibly as a priestess, elder, or leader. This discovery provided valuable insights into pre-Columbian life and customs. Initially displayed in the cave, the remains were later moved to a more controlled environment at the American Antiquarian Society in Massachusetts for better preservation. Though the mummy suffered some damage over time due to exposure, she continued to offer important information about the health, diet, and burial practices of ancient Native Americans. The find also sparked important discussions about the ethical treatment of indigenous human remains and respecting the rights of descendant communities. The strange disappearance of Catherine Van Alst. Caves are not safe places for children to explore, as shown by the unsettling case of 8-year-old Catherine Van Alst. Her disappearance remains one of America's most puzzling mysteries. In 1946, the Van Alst family went camping at Devil's Den State Park in Arkansas. While playing near a stream barefoot and in a bathing suit, Catherine suddenly vanished. Initially, the family thought she was hiding, but after hours of searching, they sought help from park rangers and police. An intensive search with hundreds of volunteers covered forests, rocky areas, and caves. After 10 days, Catherine was found alive in a cave more than 3 miles from the campsite, an astonishing distance for a young child to travel without shoes or supplies. She survived by eating wild berries and appeared surprisingly well despite minor injuries. Catherine said she called for help but wasn't heard. Her story raises many questions about how she traveled so far, survived alone, and why her calls for help went unnoticed. The Peking Man. Before modern humans, Earth was home to various human species, including Homo erectus. They walked upright, used tools, and lived socially, but had smaller brains, shorter stature, and distinctive facial features. Homo erectus thrived across Africa and Asia for nearly 2 million years. Their extinction, about 140,000 years ago, is debated but likely due to climate change during the Pleistocene epoch. Key insights came from the Zhoukoudian cave near Beijing, where in 1929, a well-preserved skullcap known as Peking Man was found. This discovery revealed much about Homo erectus anatomy, tool use, fire control, and social behavior. During World War II, original fossils were lost when a ship transporting them was attacked. Only plaster casts remain today. The discovery influenced Chinese political ideology during the Mao era, linking Peking Man to labor-based theories of human development. Despite political use, the scientific value of Zhoukoudian endures, helping us understand human evolution and adaptation. Don't miss out on more amazing historical discoveries. Subscribe and join our adventure through time. Ancient coins. Alexander the Great, a Macedonian king, built an empire from Greece to northwestern India, reshaping ancient trade and culture. His coins became symbols of power and circulated widely, influencing economies long after his death. In northern Israel, a man named Haggai found 2 silver Alexander coins in a hidden cave, along with silver jewelry once kept in a cloth pouch. These valuables were likely hidden during the chaos following Alexander's death in 323 BC, when his empire fragmented and people hid treasures to protect them from looters. The owners probably never returned, possibly due to conflict or forced flight. Further excavations revealed artifacts from many periods, including the Chalcolithic, Early Bronze Age, Biblical, and Hellenistic eras, showing the cave's long use as a refuge. This discovery highlights Alexander's lasting impact on trade and culture. Even in remote Israel, his influence connected distant peoples and shaped history. Hobbits. Modern humans are the only surviving members of the genus Homo, but for thousands of years, we shared the planet with several other human species, each adapted to its environment. In 2003, an Australian-Indonesian team discovered a nearly complete skeleton on Flores Island, Indonesia, that changed our understanding of human evolution. The skeleton belonged to an adult, only about 3 feet 3 inches tall, not a child, but a new human species, later named Homo floresiensis, or the Hobbits due to their small size. Further discoveries confirmed that this small stature was normal for the species. Homo floresiensis lived on Flores for tens of thousands of years, possibly until 50,000 years ago, overlapping with the arrival of modern humans. Despite a smaller brain, they had a brain structure similar to ours, showing intelligence and complex behaviors such as fire control, stone tool-making, and organized hunting of large prey. Their physical traits reflected their island environment, with robust legs for rough terrain and specialized hunting strategies. Their extinction is likely due to competition with modern humans expanding into the region. The discovery of Homo floresiensis reveals the complexity of human evolution, showing diverse species adapting uniquely to their habitats, and exemplifies island dwarfism, where isolated species become smaller over time. Caves have also hidden secrets of more recent history, including wartime shelters that reveal the struggles of modern conflict. A World War II base. In February 2024, hikers in Myanmar's remote hills near the India border discovered a well-preserved military base hidden in a cave. This cave served as a crucial supply depot during the tough Burma campaign of World War II. Its walls show military codes and symbols used by Allied forces fighting Japanese occupation in Southeast Asia. Local stories recall the cave as a transit camp for moving supplies and troops through dangerous mountain terrain. Positioned high for concealment and wide visibility, it protected vital rations, ammunition, and equipment. The Burma campaign was a harsh fight in dense jungles and steep mountains, requiring hidden supply sites like this cave. This discovery sheds light on how Allied forces managed logistics and survived far from supply lines under constant enemy threat, revealing their daily operations during the campaign. Viking Treasure. Dunmore Cave in Ireland is known for its geological and historical importance. In December 1999, a tourist guide discovered a hoard of 43 silver and bronze items hidden deep in the cave. These artifacts, including arm rings, brooches, and ingots, date to around 970 AD during the Viking Age. The cave was the site of a major Viking battle in 928 AD, where many people were killed while seeking refuge. The treasure may have belonged to a Viking raider from that battle or an Irish defender who hid valuables before the attack. This discovery connects directly to the violent Viking raids that shaped Ireland's history and culture. So there you have it, 20 of the strangest, most fascinating, and most disturbing discoveries ever made in caves around the world. Every cave system, every unexplored passage, every hidden chamber could contain the next great discovery that rewrites our understanding of the past. If you found these cave discoveries as fascinating as I did, make sure to hit that like button and subscribe to the channel for more incredible stories from the hidden corners of our world. Let me know in the comments which discovery surprised you the most, and if you know of any other strange cave findings that didn't make this list. Until next time, keep exploring, keep questioning, and remember that the most amazing discoveries are often hiding right beneath our feet. Thanks for being with us. Leave a comment, like to show your support, and remember to hit that subscribe button for more exciting videos. See you next time.